This time's inspiration is from a legendary heavy metal band, a band that everyone heard of at some point, Metallica. I recently watched their masterclass and loved their approach and admired their perseverance. The class has many lessons for leadership, teamwork, and creativity. Lessons that surprisingly can be applied to literally any field. Before we get to the practical part, a very brief introduction to the band. Metallica was formed in 1981. It has 4 members. 3 of them have been in the band since the beginning. They have released 10 studio albums and received 9 Grammy Awards. After 40 years together in a band, let's see what they can teach us about teamwork.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Rethink the Obvious, the podcast of critical thinking that challenges traditional views. So if you're ready, let's jump in with your host, Hussein Ben Amour.
First concept, great ideas start with simple steps. In engineering, like in music, a project's success often begins with a simple concept or a basic framework. Kirk Hammett, the lead guitarist of Metallica, emphasizes the importance of setting the stage for what's coming. It's about laying down those initial chords that eventually lead to a symphony of innovation. Kirk also points out, you can have a really great riff, but if it's not presented and executed properly, it can fall flat on its face. This resonates deeply in the world of engineering. A brilliant idea or breakthrough technology means little without proper execution. It's not just the idea, it's how you bring it to life, how you refine it, and how you integrate it into a working solution. And very importantly is how you convince those around you. Second concept, in-person meetings and brainstorming. James Hetfield, the lead vocalist of the band, says that they would take that initial idea and work on it as a team. In his own words, we'll go out and we'll just jam on it. And the band members emphasize that jamming in a room together on new ideas is way more efficient than online. In engineering, this is like our version of a brainstorming session, but with less guitar and drums and more whiteboards. That's where everyone gets to put their 2 cents in. The ice melts faster when people are in the same physical space. People just become more interactive. That's why I'm very critical of the genius idea of the metaverse and online meetings with 3D avatars. This brings us to the next point. Third concept, inclusion of every member. James also said in the same masterclass, everyone gets their chance to put their idea out there, and you never know where the golden nugget is going to come from. Having a collaborative spirit is essential in engineering. In my team, everyone's input is valued, and we understand that the next game-changing idea can come from anyone, regardless of their rank or experience. The next big thing might just come from the intern in the corner, not just the big boss. It's about creating an environment where every team member feels comfortable to share their thoughts and jam on ideas. I usually begin such brainstorming sessions with, everyone is safe to share their thoughts. This is not a space for judgment. We're a team with one common goal. Fourth concept, seek and speak, the art of communication. Working in or leading a team is to a big part a communication job. On communication and conflicts, James says, there is the survival stuff and there is the I want to dominate. I want my vision to be seen and I have to squish your vision so mine can be. Robert, Metallica's bassist, who joined in 2003, points out, we all have our demons and that could definitely cause a problem. It's really important to talk things out calmly if someone in the team is causing issues. Kirk advises the choice of words are also really important. You want to be more constructive, more supportive, and participatory in it too. Resolving conflicts or giving feedback can be easier than it seems. Just getting to know everyone's personalities, being positive and supportive, and keeping the team focused on the common goal can make a big difference. Fifth concept, the fifth band member. We should never forget the fans, or as we like to call them in the corporate world, stakeholders. This is usually a large group of people involved and or influenced by our project. Metallica calls them the fifth band member. In our world, they're the ones requesting the project and provide us with feedback and feature requests to improve the final product. Sixth concept, low-tech, high-impact. Robert Trujillo says, in the modern times, a lot of stuff gets created on a computer, and those jams are becoming more and more rare. But with Metallica, we really pride ourselves on building songs that way. He means the organic, analog way. This highlights the importance of not losing the human touch in our increasingly digital world. In engineering, while we rely on advanced software and tools, the essence of creativity and problem-solving often lies in human interaction and brainstorming. In the project management world, this principle is called low-tech, high-impact. Again, we're focusing on ideation, not execution, Execution usually requires as much high-tech as we can afford. I don't think Metallica's recording equipment is simple or cheap. Seventh concept, patience and growth mindset. Let's not forget Lars Ulrich, Metallica's co-founder and famous drummer. When talking about work ethic, Lars said, "You've got to go down to the studio at 10 o'clock in the morning and clock in and put 8 hours in. Some days, inspirational stuff happens. Other days you sit there and struggle with this." And he added, "Be patient, let time be part of the process." In engineering, it's not always about those light bulb moments. Sometimes it's staring at your screen, wondering if coffee can be directly infused into your bloodstream. The key is to stay committed to the process and allow time for ideas to mature. In conclusion, Metallica is not just about headbanging and epic guitar solos. They teach us about passion, teamwork, keeping it human, and a ton of patience. As an engineering manager, I'm here taking notes from these rock legends and applying their wisdom, because at the end of the day, whether you're making music or machines, it's all about creating something awesome. If you're not a Metallica person, but listened up here and are curious about the band, I recommend listening to their song Master of Puppets. This song is considered by many one of the greatest heavy metal songs of all time. It deals with the theme of addiction and how it controls and destroys lives. The master in the song symbolizes the controlling power of addiction.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to subscribe and check out Rethink the Obvious on LinkedIn, where you'll find references and further links to the topic. Until next time, we encourage you to stay curious and always rethink the obvious.